Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff. Champion Entertainment Wrestling presents Wrestling for a Cause 2, Save the Tatas, a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. Queensboro's Elks Lodge, October 18th. Doors open at 6 p.m., bell time 7 p.m. Be sure to check out Eventbrite for tickets. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. For Championship Entertainment presents Wrestling for a Cause 2, Save the Tatas. Queensboro's Elks Lodge, October 18th. Be a part and do a part for breast cancer awareness. Be sure you come out and check out the squad on November 14th, Friday, November 14th, at the Mecca, Richfield Park, New York, for Respect Wrestling, presenting No Escape, Friday, November 14th. Don't want to miss it. Doors open at 7 p.m. Bell time is at 8 p.m. Friday, November 14th, at the Mecca, in Richfield Park, New Jersey. Respect Wrestling presents No Escape. You don't want to miss it. Another episode of Under the Ring Apron, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm here with our guy. Wow, it's been a minute, bro, man. We've been doing this for some time, man.
Yeah, man, we've been doing this for some years now.
Oh man, our boy JB Lewis from St. Louis stopping in, and I have to say that I draw some inspiration from a lot of creators and such, especially the ones that are the good ones, and are definitely one of the good ones. You are out there just still cranking it out, dropping in your thoughts, your opinions, your reviews on wrestling, but as well as you playing your video games, man. How long you been cranking it out, man?
Man, I've been doing this for a while, like from just doing random videos with a bunch of different topics, then as other people, they started hitting me up like telling me like, yeah, like get a different mic, get an outside camera, to improve the performance. And then just finally deciding, like, you know what? Obviously, I talk about a lot of wrestling anyway, so let me dig, what I'm saying, dive more into that route, And once I started doing that, that's when the channel really started to, uh, picking up. And then, over the years, just trying to do something new. So that's why I do the live watches, with certain events, then start adding the video game stuff. And it's been at least I gotta say it. I don't know off the top, but that's probably been a good 15 years, man, at least. Probably more, probably more.
How's been the live watches? Like I see a lot of people do it, and I can't fathom to believe that somebody actually wants to listen to me watch something and get my thoughts and opinions of it. I know doing a recap afterward seems a little bit more
Mhm.
different, especially since I'm more of an analyst and such. But for me to be like on the fly watching something and giving my
Mhm.
take on it, I'm such a mark that I fucking mark out for everything and pop for everything, and then realize what was I marking out for anyway. Like, what's been your reaction to it so far?
I've been liking it, what I'm saying? Because usually it's like the usual, what I'm saying, cats that roll through every now and then, somebody like new come in, and I enjoy it, man, because people just come in, voice their opinion on what we watching, what I'm saying, and then they may sprinkle in, what I'm saying, some other stuff. Um, yeah, man, but I like it though. It's just something. It was just something new, like to experiment with, and then the people who come in, we have a good time doing it. And sometimes my boy he'll be here. You know what I'm saying, and we just be having a good time in the chat. You get a couple of bozos in the chat here and there, but nothing too crazy. That just comes with the territory. So a lot of the people who do come in, they've been rolling with me for so long. You know what I'm saying. I make these cats, you know what I'm saying, moderators, and they pretty much handle like, you know what I'm saying, any riffraff, you know what I'm saying, that may try to get over the top on some nonsense, you know
Mm.
what I'm saying? But, some people come in and every live watch is the same thing. Somebody be like, yo, show the screen, show the screen. I'm like, man, nah, I'm not showing no damn screen. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, or y'all new to this, or y'all just trying to be some jokers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get no strikes on this, man. Like, hey, just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying, for what it is, man. Come on now.
That's why it's a watch along. But
Yeah.
I tend to jump in to see a certain crew group of people do it, and I just go, I I mean, I want to say something. Like I do want to be like a part of it too, but at the same time, it's like I
Mhm.
don't really know how to like be a part of that as well. I'm also
Mhm.
on that I get very hyper focused when I'm really into something, so I'll forget to talk and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. You always gotta kind of, yeah,
Yeah,
because like especially if there's a lot of chatter going on, you be scanning and you be trying to be like, wait, hold up, let me go back. Like what was that? Like what was that? So yeah, you kind of do kind of like watch, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like do because it's the same thing when you streaming too,
yeah,
especially the way your setup is. Because like, 'cause I got, okay, so the TV here is where I'm gaming, and then over here I got two screens right here. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes when I'm looking, I gotta kind of like glance over to make sure I'm paying attention. You know what I'm saying, to see what's going on in the chat. Because like I said, I feel you. Sometimes you be so focused on what's going on, you may completely like lose track. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why a lot of people when they do it, they completely, you know what I'm saying, facing the screen like this, and where they got multiple screens so they could, pay attention to both screens.
yeah. For me, it's now been like I said, I draw inspiration for what you come with you and what you've been doing for years. I started the gaming show Press A with Santy, and I start playing the game and I get into it. Then I forget that I need to do commentary about the game while I'm playing it.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Mhm.
get like focused on trying to do, and I'm just playing casually. But even still, I'm still trying to get something going on with that, like trying to get it over. You've been heavy with the 2K series, man. Um, what's your pros and cons for this year's edition?
I mean, I've been liking it. Like so far, I've just been doing my career. Usually, that's what I play like a lot. I haven't really gotten into like the online stuff yet, as far as like the park and the rec. Usually I like to play rec. The park, not so much because it's really hard to get a game in the park because usually, people check your ratings or whatnot, and they got specific people or specific type of players they
Right.
want to play with. So I'm like, man, I ain't got time to be waiting, you know what I'm saying? Because I got other stuff to do, so I'm gonna just go on the rec where you guaranteed it's just certain modes like the rec, the theater, where you guaranteed you get in there, you gonna get in the game. But like I've been enjoying it so far. The 2K community is just as crazy, it's just as toxic as any other community because you got the people who always going to be complaining about everything, every little thing. And I'm like, man, I don't and the stuff sometimes some people be worrying about, man, I don't even care about that, man. It's all about am I enjoying the game? I don't got time to be worrying about this other stuff. You got people who want to break the game, got these little codes, whatever. And I'm like, look, man, I just want to find some cool people to play with and enjoy what I'm doing, man. Like all the nuances and all like that, man. I don't really get into all that. As long as
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it, I'm good.
my boy sent me the attachment where you can sit there and just fucking go off the hook and just shoot 100% rim like all freaking game. You can get it from like
Mhm.
Amazon for like 100 and something dollars, and I'm like, this is why I don't play online, man. Like everything is a freaking cheat code these days. It's
Yeah,
too.
man. The Chico, yeah. It's
Yeah.
it's it's crazy, man. You'll see some of the stuff and you'll be like, why do I want to play with these cats, man? If that's what they doing, man.
And mind you, years ago, and in our early days, we were dying to play online. Like we wanted to play somebody from like England or somebody from China, and we wanted to get
Mhm.
on to do something. Now you get on, and it's just like, oh my god, this is so fucking toxic. I might as well just stay the fuck on my own server, and that's
Yeah. Oh, yeah, exactly, man. You might as well like, man, I don't even want to play with the mic on or the headset, man. Because it's like, dude, you crashing out, man. Relax. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see what real life gonna have you like if you crashing out over this. You got money on this or something? Like, dude, like cool out, man. Cool out.
Our boy JB Lewis from St. Louis stopping in as always, and I met this gentleman through RageWorks. The early days, he was a listener and such, and he had such insight and such a great support and follower of the family and such. And I was able to get him on the show, and we usually get him in, and he's such the women's wrestling aficionado. This is what I bring him into the show for because he has his pulse on what goes on in the women's wrestling side. You still going to women indie shows when you get the chance?
I haven't been to a show in so long, man. Usually I've been trying to get my boy, man, because like we was at Shimmer all the time back when Shimmer was around. So been trying to find like new stuff to get into. Like might have to really start looking seriously into stuff that's happening like locally, because trying to find a Shimmer replacement, that's just not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Especially since Shimmer was like, not saying that it was easy to get to, but it was something that if it's playing, what I'm saying, we can make it happen. So people been trying to tell me like, just try to look at something like a lot of the indie scenes, like places that's in St. Louis, places that may be further out, what I'm saying, in Illinois, but it's all about planning, man. Because I've been wanting to get back into it because like I haven't been to because we pretty much traded in going to WWE shows and just going to indie shows. Now NXT comes close, come here every now and then, but it's all about when I could do it. Because I get up super early in the morning, got to be at work at 5 or whatnot. So trying to go to a wrestling event during the week, what I'm saying, unless I decide to take the next day off, it's gonna be brutal, to make it happen. So
Yeah.
I really want to go to a live NXT event like when they get here, but it's all got to be planned out for me to go.
Yeah, I that's probably the closest I would do WWE ever again because of as you know the ticket hiking, the prices are just ridiculous. It's just I've been saying for the longest this is wrestling was for the blue collar guy. It was our
Mhm.
way to come out of work, have a couple of beers, bring the kids, take them to the local arena, the local rec center, community center, the bingo hall, and just go there and just have a good time and such. And nowadays, it's just like now we're killing, the pockets. And what's your thoughts about what WWE is doing with their ticket pricing?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like, that's why a lot of people are just not going to go because they can't afford it. I was telling my girl because she was like, "Have you ever thought about going like to a WrestleMania and stuff like that?" And it was like, it's on the bucket list, but the way these prices, because I showed her something the other day about the possibility of the tickets, you know what I'm saying, for like next year's WrestleMania. And she was like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, that ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? I won't be going to WrestleMania no time soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would have to, like, okay, where is it going to be at? I would have to, like, plan for, like, WrestleMania 5 years from now if I wanted to go to one. That's how crazy the ticket prices are now because it's like, it's ridiculous. I'm cool sitting at my house watching it. You know what I mean? I'm cool sitting right here, get my boy to come through, enjoy it like this because that's how it's gonna work.
Yeah, I've been throwing events locally in my local bar and such, and we've been having a good time doing that. And I said, you know what? I've been to two WrestleManias. I'm good. Like I don't really need to, and it sucks because I did want to do the big four bucket list. I wanted to get at least a Royal Rumble. I wanted to, but it's just
Mhm.
it's outrageous how they're phasing out the real true fans and such. And I've been saying it for the longest. Stop complaining about eggs if you could buy fucking WrestleMania tickets. I mean, honestly, let's be for real.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
right,
but
right.
it's just a separation. But on the flip side, AEW seems to still be conscious with fans and such. Do you think that'll turn once the promotion starts expanding and get a little bit larger and bigger and bigger?
It's hard to say because like because one thing AEW likes to do, well, both companies, they like to brag when they got one up on each other. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So if AEW could stick to reasonable ticket prices, they could be like, hey, see, you could come over here. You know what I'm saying? You like it could be affordable for the family, it could be affordable for the kids. I mean, despite my feelings about AEW, I would hope that they would keep with reasonable ticket prices because I mean they do have they do have some good stuff going on over there. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like that you go there that you wouldn't enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I say try to keep ticket prices as good, and hopefully they won't get caught up, you know what I'm saying, and all of it, you know what I'm saying, like, get caught up in trying to make the bag, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just keep it reasonable, man. And even if people feel the product isn't up to par, the prices alone to make them be like, you know what? I'll go check it out anyway.
You still love wrestling?
Yeah, I still like it, it hasn't it hasn't wavered, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's stuff that I don't like, you know what I'm saying? Because I know I've been seeing, like, how you've been feeling about it, you know what I'm saying? Because I was wondering, like, man, you really in a weird place right now, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, not saying you getting burnt out, but you just haven't been impressed with what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? Like specifically on the WWE side, and it's one thing. It's everything. You know what I'm saying? It's from the wrestling, from the booking, from how it's managed. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying, the direction is going. You know what I'm saying? It's some of everything, and it's like that's why it's good to have so many other options, so that way, like, all right, you know what? Let me go ahead and like check this out, you know what I'm saying? Because like, I mean, I've been there like years ago, back when when WCW was around. I had started watching WCW more, you know what I'm saying? And I had got into when I was able to watch it, I had got into ECW more, and I was like loving that because it was something like different. You know what I'm saying? It's something fresh. Be like, all right, I'm gonna like this. I'm gonna keep peeping this out over here, but I'm very invested in what's going on right here. So as long as we got all these other options out here, like I'm really loving Ashe wrestling. I'm really loving that. You know, even though a lot of stuff is connected, I try to see what Ring of Honor is doing. You know what I mean? Um, like I said, it's so much. You know what I'm saying? So if the big boys start tripping, you know what I'm saying, it's time to go see what the little man up to.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised at what they did with the Ring of Honor. The program there, they actually moved it to YouTube a little bit more, and it's a growing fan base there because the accessibility and such, and they really have some good bookings there. NXT now seems to be elevating itself week by week. It seems as though we're getting more from out of the roster and stuff. TNA low key has been riding, behind the NXT stuff, but also just knowing that the possibility that we'll be able to find it more on other markets and stuff, other networks and stuff. Your thoughts about this? This WWE, I guess, handling of TNA and such like that, because and even with AAA and such, because it just seems as though, I mean, it wasn't anything that I didn't believe couldn't happen, but
Mhm.
they bring in their talent, and all of a sudden they're champions. They're bringing big name stars. What's your thoughts about that?
I mean, I've been enjoying it, and it's one thing, like with the crew who be checking my YouTube out. Some people feel like that WWE is getting too much. You know what I'm saying? That like, come on, man. Yeah, like, come on, TNA, fight back. You know what I'm saying? Fight back. Like WWE, like they people being champions over there. And I say, I mean, I understand that. I feel them, but I always tell them, hey, I still like this combination more than the AEW TNA union was, because that completely was one sided, and it's almost like until recently, until when NXT people was winning championships, it was like people, if they had a belt in TNA and they would come to NXT, they would win, and then people would go, like it was kind of a vice versa thing. But now that you have NXT people winning championships, it's a whole other thing. So I'm like, at some point, somebody in TNA is going to have to win some type of NXT title. You know, I've been enjoying it, and I do expect Mike Santana to take that belt off Trick. You know what I'm saying? At Bound for Glory, I definitely expect that. And I saw, that Dana Brooke, that she had Ash by Elegance, she had to drop her belt. You know what I mean? I don't know what's up with that. I don't know, like the details. And I saw that Kalani Jordan, picked it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's definitely one of my new faves. congrats to her because I was just like, where's she been at? We haven't seen her in a minute. You know what
Right.
I mean? And then, she's over there. And I mean, I do like that, if somebody's not doing something somewhere, like put them over there and have them, wrestle different faces, get
Mhm.
a whole new vibe, a whole new feel to seeing how stuff works over here. So I want them to keep doing it. 'Cause like I said, people getting a bigger eye on TNA. They seeing people that maybe they've heard about but haven't seen them. Because I think TNA should, get a lot more love. Because like they've been steady, man. They always been solid. If anything else, they've been around for this long. When people think they dead in the water, they right there. They never going anywhere, man. They
Yeah,
never going. And they put out a good product.
they survived. They survived like multiple nuclear fucking wars, and they make it. Man, I give it to them.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
it's just like I said with what we've seen with the climate, the wrestling climate. I mean, I don't know. It's lazy. It's relying on the current stars and not giving really big opportunities or at least some opportunities to the guys in which the fan base are really backing and such. And the one thing that I'm
Mhm.
really recognizing in this era right now is and it's not only WWE, but it's across the board. We're all leaning on nostalgia this day, In TNA, we
Yeah.
see the Dudleys versus the Hardys.
Mhm.
In AEW, we see the reconnecting of Christian and Adam Copeland. There's a lot of just real throwback um, booking going on. Is this because like
Mhm.
they're recognizing that they're losing that older demo, or they're trying to bring back that older demo?
I'm not sure. For some, I mean, I guess they always think they know better than we do, and I guess they keep thinking like that'll work, that it'll bring back the old fan, that they'll see somebody from back when they used to watch wrestling, it'll bring them in.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's cool if somebody, comes in making an appearance and stuff like that. I mean, if some people can still go, you know what I'm saying? So be it, but I don't need to see them like every week. Come in, do your thing, catch you on the rebound. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, because I mean, I was feeling that way about them always bringing Goldberg. You know what I'm saying? Like as much as I was a fan of Goldberg, it's like, all right, man, we got other people we could put out there. So many people like just give them a chance. Can they get a look? And it's like these rosters are so big now. Like on all brands. And it's like, man, there's so many people that you could like put in this spot, what I'm saying, instead of having this person there, you know what I'm saying? They don't have to be on there every week. They don't have to have like a match at a premium live event and stuff like that. We don't need to do all that because I'm pretty sure, like in TNA, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a young tag team there that could be like, hey, man, that could be our spot, you know what I'm saying, instead of the Dudleys, and then, like, I mean, I don't know how active, what I'm saying, Devon being recently. I mean, I know I always see him like, on social media and stuff like that, but it's like, is he gonna be good? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want no like Brothers of Destruction and DX, what I'm saying, Saudi Arabia. We don't want to see nothing like that where it's just like, ooh, somebody gonna get hurt out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna see them walking out the ring with the walkers that got the tennis balls on the bottom and shit. The tennis
Man,
balls on it.
you know.
Like I mentioned with the nostalgia, they just WWE just brought back Brock Lesnar, and
Mhm,
we're also hearing, we just really received word that AJ Styles is looking for his retirement in
mhm,
2026 and such. My whole belief is that, you know, as much as we know that time is going to come, the old guard guys, they have to move on. It has to happen.
mhm,
Um, Brock is, as old as he is at this point right now. AJ is getting up there. Randy as well. Punk, you know,
mhm.
they're in their
Yeah,
40s. They're getting there. They're getting up there. And not to say that they can't still go. Hell, we still see Billy Gunn in AEW at 60 still
yeah.
at it and still,
Right,
you know.
right.
But we need to start moving to the side and start letting the younger talent come up and such. But I don't know if they the companies are still having a stranglehold on keeping these wrestlers around.
Yeah.
What wrestlers have you been keeping an eye on across the board that you know that looks to be breaking? There's going to be making a breakthrough soon enough.
Like shoot, Javon Evans, like most definitely, like he gonna make a breakthrough. I'm waiting on AEW. Like I'm trying to be patient, man. I'm like, when is AEW gonna stop playing these games with Queen Aminata, man? Like every time she's in the ring, she puts it down, whether win or lose, whether it's on AEW or Ring of Honor. Like she's been one of my favorites for a long time, and I
Yeah.
was so happy to see her get signed. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, now I know y'all got 200 women on the damn roster. You know what I'm saying? But come on now, she's continually proving herself. So it's like, can we like? I know they got that women's pure, you know what I'm saying, tournament going on in Ring of Honor right now. I know she's in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, can we do something with her? Man, it's so many people out there, man. Like that whole I mean, like I said, you got the Sky Blues, you got the Julia Hearts, you know what I'm saying? I really love them. I really love AEW putting the belt on Stack, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you got to start moving people up, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like, and she's somebody who I'm happy for because it seemed like she was going to be continually stuck in that mid card, you know what I'm saying? And they finally pushed her up, you know what I'm saying? So it's time to get other people up, you know what I'm saying? Can we get like Willow up there? You know what I'm saying? Can we put her up there too? What's the I can always jack her name up. The little Spider Woman, is it
Um,
Tekla? Is that
Thekla, yeah.
Tekla? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I really like, you know what I'm saying, been a fan of hers, you know what I'm saying? Like you got so many a new breed of women you could put up there in AEW. Same thing, you know what I'm saying? NXT, as many women as they got, you know what I'm saying? That way you can always have a fresh look with different people,
Right.
because like I said, the fan base and attention spans are really short these days. And it's like they will turn on you in a second. They'll love you now, and then you winning and you doing great, and all of a sudden, eh, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it's time for somebody else. But y'all push for this person for years, and they finally got their spot. And you tied just that fast. Like, what are we doing here?
Your thoughts on Mercedes Monet's run?
Uh, I'm always gonna rock with her. I think it's time that she like all as far as all them other belts, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but I think she should drop the TBS belt to somebody, and she definitely should be like one of the next ones up, you know what I'm saying? Um, I think her wrestling been good, you know what I'm saying? It's always been good. Um, I mean, I'm always gonna be a fan, but I think it's time for her to like drop the TBS title, and then one funny thing I like that she does is every time she sees somebody, whether it's an independent promotion win a title, she always put them big wide eyes emojis in their comments. That is funny, you know what I'm saying? Because it's always like she telling people, because I know Nyla Rose won a belt somewhere, and she was kind of like, "Hey, keep Mercedes away from me," and Mercedes responded. Then in Ashe Wrestling, they just crowned their first women's champion, Charity King. And in
Mhm.
one of her photos, Mercedes, she's in the comments on her, and it's like, I mean, I love that stuff, but I think she needs to hold that AEW championship to really cement, what I'm saying, what she's been doing there.
Yeah, on our side in the Northeast, we got Indy Hartwell as the House of Glory champ out here. She's out here turning up as well, and she's about to handle some business and do business with Shotzi and in our region as.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Another woman that I know you're a big fan of is Athena, man. Like she's been holding it down. Like I mean, so consistently, man. And
Mhm.
night by night, you just see um the real progression in the hours that she's put in. What's your thoughts about how Athena has been transformed in the past few years?
Man, like she's like a top five. She's been a top five woman ever since she like became Honor champion. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's a franchise. She's holding down, you know what I'm saying, that brand, you know what I'm saying? When she comes to AEW, when she comes to the main show, you know what I'm saying, she does the thing. I was hoping she would win against Tony, you know what I'm saying? I was hoping, but you know what I'm saying, that didn't happen. But obviously, you know what I'm saying, she always proves her worth. It's just that whenever she drops the Ring of Honor title, like, then what's next? You know what I mean? Because like she's fought everybody. She's legit fought everybody
Right.
in Ring of Honor and is beating them. And it's like, like I said, she's got to come to she's got to come to Dynamite and do something. She's got, as soon as she's come over there, that she's literally over there after she's dropped the title. She's got to win something for real. You know what I'm saying? There's not much more she can do over there unless they got, well, I saw AEW, they just presented women's tag team, you know what I'm saying, titles, unless her and Billy Starks go do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, the sky's the limit for her, but you know what I'm saying, after a while, you know what I'm saying, she's gonna have to dip from Ring of Honor. And like I said, let somebody else, you know what I'm saying, like get a shot over there.
Yeah, I felt as though that she pretty much held down the Ring of Honor promotion for quite some time, and it's well deserved the recognition that she's getting. Yeah, she does need to make that transition over. She needs to be more of a threat to the women's division on the main roster, considered on AEW and such. But another woman that has now become eyes for many people who weren't aware of how great she is, and honestly, we just discussed it on an episode this past week. Um, Io Sky has become like the quintessential babyface woman's wrestler. Like she is phenomenal. I remember, and I know you've gone as far back too as watching her on Lucha Underground and such like that.
Yeah,
What's your thought about how she's becoming? How
oh
she?
man. I love you. I'm glad that they finally put her like in that top spot. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like for a while she was forgotten. You know what I'm saying? And I remember seeing one of the craziest comments. Like this was around the time when it was just it seemed like it was just going to be Bianca and Rhea. You know what I'm saying, for WrestleMania, and then uh then EO beat Rhea for the title, and somebody said they trying to give Bianca an easy win having her fight Io. And I'm like, what? Like, obviously they was trying to trash Bianca, but they literally would trash Io with that comment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think that lower Io, you know what I'm saying, that she's like just some fly by night, that she's just like cannon fodder. Like, are you serious? Io is one of the top women there, regardless she has a title or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, do not disrespect her like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Io already always proves where she is, and I'm glad that she had got this title run. You know what I'm saying? She's always going to be right there, man. And yeah, she's definitely in that conversation as one of the best like women, you know what I'm saying, in the world. Period. She's definitely in that conversation.
Yeah, I said for the past year, we usually show that the top 10 list for I believe it's the PWI 500. It's all male, and I said EO got at least five of them motherfuckers beat. She could. There's guys on that list that she could have knocked off and been on that top 10 easily. Uh, it,
Mhm.
it's astonishing of what she has been able to accomplish in the past few years and such. And I'm happy for her because, like you said, a lot of them believe that she was small. And yeah, I get it because I look at a Rio and I'm like, I don't see it. I don't
Mhm.
Rio. I don't see it. It's not like how I see it in EO Sky. Like I don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't. Hell, even Mina Sharakawa, like she's like small, but she can work. Like
Yeah, yeah. Like I know what you're saying. It's a whole different vibe. It's like she's physical, you know what I'm saying? You like she's believable, you know. I mean, Rio can wrestle, but it's like she's so small, you know what I'm saying? And it's like I like her, but like I said, I'm definitely taking, you know what I'm saying, Io and Mina over her, you know what I'm saying, hands down.
yeah, another one that's quickly uh hit the scene and went off running has been Stephanie Vacour. Your thoughts on her climb into success so far in the past year and a half?
Man, her rise has been insane. Cause like I really didn't start hearing about her until she fought Mercedes. You know
Right.
what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Cause like, I don't really get that much into it, you know what I'm saying? Cause I can't watch it, get into like, you know what I'm saying, the Mexican wrestling, you
Mm.
know what I'm saying? And you hear about so many people, so when they do be able to come on other shows, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, oh, okay, this is what they was talking about, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I see. But man, like I knew she was going to be something, but I didn't know she was going to be like this big, this fast, you know. And like I said, you put her in the ring with anybody, she can go. You know what I'm saying? Like, and obviously it's the look, the ring skills, and she has an aura. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's just an aura that she brings. You know what I'm saying? That she isn't like she really don't even have to talk and still can get over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she could just say a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And it's very rare, you know what I'm saying, with somebody that really don't talk, you know what I'm saying, to get over, you know what I'm saying? Like the language barrier isn't really an issue with her. Like how it kind of is, it is like with Julia. You know what I'm saying? Like the wrestling with her is great. You know what I'm saying? She got aura, but it's just something about Stephanie that puts her over the top. You know what I'm saying? And like to me, she was the perfect choice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? To replace Naomi as the next champion. You know what I'm saying? Because I see her. Because I don't think she would have beat. Like I said, if Naomi didn't get pregnant, they would have had their match at Clash in Paris. I don't think she would have beat her. That Stephanie won the one. I think she probably would have won like in the next matchup, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But she would have been a champion if not this year. She definitely would have been champ next year because
Yeah.
it's been kind of this like I know you have you seen it. It's been kind of this we kind of getting tired of Rhea. She's getting too much. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like we do need some fresh faces because one problem that the E has been having is when it comes to the weight the title division is that y'all just be stuck on the two people who feud and don't be having nobody else waiting. You know what I'm saying? Like building other people has been an issue lately. When you got the talent to do it, it's like they not investing the time in anybody. It's like y'all got enough on both SmackDown and Raw. Y'all got enough women where y'all can have a good 4, 5 women. You know what I'm saying? Like set. You know what I'm saying for that main title picture easily.
Yeah.
But it's like y'all don't want to book nobody.
Yeah, and that's across the board. It's just it's frustrating because that's what I said. I miss the days where we were able to cross angles and be able to help elevate different storylines and angles. Uh, but at this time, like I said, they just have been locking in on just two individuals, the most three, and just keeping it as that circle. Always we
Yeah.
just saw what happened on SmackDown, the main event.
Mhm.
It's been announced that the longest reigning AEW Women's Champ, the longest reigning no championship belt so far. What's happening?
Mhm.
Your thoughts on what's happening with Jade?
Oh man, I love Jade to death, man. And I finally had saw that picture of the
Mm,
gash. I was like, ooh, we. I'm like, I'm hope she gonna be out for a period of time, man. I wanted her to win so bad. I mean, kind of like, all right, Tiffy, TV time is up. TV time is up. It's time. It's like we need you healed. You know what I'm saying? Like you've had a real good run, but this face run is not it. You know what
right.
I'm saying? We need you strictly as a heel. We need to put that on Jay and let her rock with it. 'Cause I thought for sure like Jay was gonna win. Or I don't know, but then when somebody had brought up to me, like that since Crown Jewel is coming up, that they may have Tiffany retain just for that. Then maybe Jay to get it after that. And I always say this thing is that I don't want Jay to be in this situation. And I always compare people like to Ryback. Like when they had Ryback shot him to the moon and he went against Punk so many times and he kept losing the championship. And it's like, where does he go from here? You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody's going to believe this person is going to win if they keep getting these opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And they don't win. So that's kind of been my fear. And it's like, okay, she lost to Tiffany heads up. They had another match, DQ. you had this match, you know what I'm saying, last night. She didn't get pinned, so that is kind of a saving grace. She didn't get pinned. You know what I'm saying? So I'm hoping they circle back and finally they pull the trigger barring how long she might be out because of this injury.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm hoping that she not out too long because and she can still like and it's like, I don't know, look like she still could have went, but obviously everything got jacked up and everything definitely was like chickens with their head cut off on the fly. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like, yeah, after that,
Shout out to Naya, who she was doing well for a minute, for a while there, but Naya being Naya had a moment, had a memory lapse. Uh,
yeah,
no, we speaking about breakthrough women. Another woman that's been on my list this year and probably going to be a breakthrough for me for 2025 is Lyra Valkyria. She has been exceptional in my opinion, especially with her rivalry against Becky and such. What's your thoughts about how she's come along since her NXT days to now?
yeah, the bird lady. Yeah, the bird lady. Man, okay. I like the bird lady now. I'm not liking how they having her all scary and timid all of a sudden. I
Mm,
mean, obviously, Bailey's freaking her out. But come on now, when she had that feud with Becky, and she kind of flipped that script and was basically like, "F you, Becky. I got my Becky stompers." Her demeanor, her attitude completely changed. Her mic skills got crazy better like overnight. I'm like, that's you finally got it. The wrestling is there. The wrestling is great, but her character and she had started having that attitude. She started having that like that little swag with her, and I was like, okay, yeah, oh yeah, she's finna beat one, and then all of a sudden now I say it on my YouTube channel all the time. Girl, what are you doing? You need that insane. You need that same energy you had with Becky for Bailey. Stop being all this looking scared and timid. Man, she snap on you, man. Denzel chop her in the throat. Do something. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Like yeah, you're right though. She's definitely gonna be one that they gonna be putting that title on. You know what I'm saying? Like next year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's definitely one. Yeah, she definitely need to flip that attitude though. Yeah, that little Timmy scared all of a sudden. I'm like, come on, man. Like you better than that.
Before we wrap it up here, I just want your thoughts finally on we just saw a big return with AJ Lee coming back and such. Not a big debut in WrestlePalooza. There was a lot of hiccups at WrestlePalooza. I was like, shout out to all you guys who paid that money because man, listen,
Yeah, I'm
let's
not
just
paying the five.
yeah, nah, listen, let's just say I know ways to know ways, if you know what I mean.
Yep, yep.
But
Hmm.
AJ Lee makes her return. I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon. Uh, your thoughts on any other possible women who could be making a return to WWE or to wrestling? Period. We saw Beth Copeland
Hmm.
pop up in AEW. Anybody else you believe could make a comeback?
I mean, I'm trying to think because that seems to be the thing now. You know what I'm saying? People that you haven't seen in a while. Because I mean, if AJ came back, that means anybody. You know what I'm saying, can come back. The door is open. You know what I'm saying? I guess it all depends, you know what I'm saying, like how if people still been wrestling, how much shape they've been in. Obviously, we've seen Trish, we've seen Lita, I mean, I would like to see a Victoria. I would like to see her come back, and definitely she needs to be in the Hall of Fame. What we waiting on? You know
Yeah.
what I'm
We're too busy putting Stephanie in first.
saying? Yeah, man, like Victoria off tops is who comes to mind. And obviously, it's got to be people who want to do it. Some people you may think of, you like, they probably wouldn't come. They probably wouldn't come back, or they just, some people try just want to save face, but I look at Victoria hands down. I really had to deep dive to think of anybody else who we ain't seen who we ain't seen in a while.
An unlikely pair, which would be hilarious if they came back together or just like at the same time or such. Want to be Saraya Page. We'll love to see Page come back.
Mm,
I will see in WWE. But can you imagine if Alberto Del Rio came back to WWE as well? Can you imagine?
dude, I don't see it. I don't see it at all. Man, the way they got that man out the paint when they Man, when they got that deal with Triple A, man, they got that built off him so fast. You know what I'm saying? They was like, all right, man, thank you for your service. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, and them two in the same room together. Okay, like when the see her come back, all right, cool. But him, nah, man, you couldn't pay me, you know what I'm saying, to get me to believe that. I would never take that bet. Nah, that would be shocker. Uh yeah, nah.
Yeah,
I can't see it, man.
two different shows. Can't be in the same state. If
Man,
there's any
can you
PL,
imagine the crowd reaction?
oh my god.
Dude,
I,
they giving Brock hell. Just imagine they're real.
oh god, please. It's just it would be it'll be comedy fodder, but yeah, the WWE would definitely shoot themselves in the foot if they would even attempt to do something like that. But
Oh
knowing
man.
knowing them, who the hell knows? But once again,
Yeah, what's next? Tessa Blanchard, you know? Hell, why not? You know?
so but once again, bro, thanks for checking in, man. As always, man, you always showed us love, and to this day, you continue to show love as we do to you. Let everybody know where they can find you at, what's upcoming, and what you're checking in on.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? YouTube is JB Lewis, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The Instagram threads, you know what I'm saying? Blue Sky, you know what I'm saying? I don't mess with the Twitter. I don't mess with the Nazi app no more. I'm done with that. F you Twitter, you know what I'm saying? But everything else is JB Lewis 77. So y'all can just check me there. JB Lewis on my Twitch channel too for the game.
Yeah, man, we gotta get you to run an ad for the network, man. You can put together a commercial, send it to me, and I'll run it for the show, man. It'll be real cool, so we get
Okay.
motion, bro. But as always, man, much love to you and the family, and thanks again for checking in, man. Always a pleasure, and I'm gonna reach out again real soon. I'm gonna make sure we don't make it that time again. I got another show for you that you'll be great on, and I think you'll have a fun time with. So hopefully you could we'll get you on soon enough.
All right, man. No doubt, man. Always, always.
All right, my guy. As always, guys, from this end on New York Wrestle Media. Check you guys in a sec. Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.